Good evening. Now, the last time I queued this up, it went south on me. I convinced myself that honestly, I don't really have much value to bring to the Miss Fabian reactions. Uh, I was really down on myself, and I'm not. No, no, we're gonna have some fun, so we're gonna enjoy the show. Don't get me wrong. But I had some incidents happen at work today, and I got the receipts in my phone. I put up a very angry video. I highly recommend not watching that. Uh, Strongest language I've used on the channel in a long time. Uh, Hurtful, even. But I realized as I was dealing with this drama at work, well, I realized what happens here. I will be the first to admit that every now and then I'm angry and frustrated and just not all well adjusted. And in the right state of mind, Miss Fabian really does the trick. It takes me away from all that. So I do understand the value. Even if sometimes I don't think I'm really worthy, I'm not it's not my first choice. At the same time, I've said it before, but any any ability to get away from the real world for a second is not a bad deal. Um, the grinder's always looking to turn me into ground beef. It's always there waiting to consume. And yeah, escape is good. So uh, I hope I'm not a big insult to the Miss Fabian fans. I am not looking for your approval. I I literally just sometimes believe that as much fun as we get to have together, I would never exploit Miss Fabian's fan base for support. So we got this, you know, neutrality going. I am appreciative of all the subscribers on the channel that love Miss Fabian and like the reactions. So I appreciate you so much. I'm sometimes sorry that I don't bring more to it, and that's about it. I don't. Yeah, sometimes I just don't think I'm worthy, and I'm not fishing for acceptance. I want to share. I want to let you know that I don't see this channel as an exploitative. I don't want to exploit this channel for nothing. I'd rather have nothing than life than beg anybody for anything. And um, like you're right. Sometimes I don't know what I'm here for, and I just wanted to share that with you. Um, that I'm guessing it is just the escapism. And there's a short list of artists on the channel that allow me to do that. And I'm grateful for every opportunity I get to leave the real world behind for a minute or two. So, I'm sorry to spend so much time yapping, but I need to clarify because sometimes I feel guilty and I feel like I should drop Miss Fabian from the playlist because I don't have much to offer. But then I think about the people who appreciate it, and maybe it's okay to see a wonderful artist take the hard edge off an individual for a minute. And maybe that's what we're here for. And if so, I can accept that. She does do that. And I do think she's fantastic. For what it is, I think she's awesome. So we are coming back to the show live at Molson Center, which has got a new name now, but I'm guessing it's just another corporation. So really, in the end, at some corporate place where they want you to think about their product much more than the show's being placed. But honestly, she kicks ass, so we'll focus on Miss Fabian. Let's go. Oh, I am not trying to exploit anybody into Patreon. The last song went to Patreon because I just really felt hard on myself. And someone was like, yeah, Rollen, we know you love her. Why are you being a hypocrite? Well, yeah, unless you weigh everything I've said. Then, I mean, she's awesome. But I love Angie. I don't actually covet other human beings because I think it's wrong. And one of my problems was all the googly-eyed simping is a little bit of an act. So, Rollen doesn't covet other human beings. He finds that to be a problematic position to take. I don't secretly desire someone I can't have. There's no part of that makes me a better man. So honestly, I want to cut that out. Is she going to wow me? Because honestly, she's as good as an example of a perfect gene pool as you get. Yeah, she's gonna. But in the end, I love my baby. I don't love artists. I don't love entertainers. I don't love just for the sake of loving. I find that to be actually problematic. I believe that word people are looking for is obsession, not love. And I don't obsess over other human beings. I don't place anybody but Jesus Christ on a pedestal. Plain and simple. I just got to check because all of a sudden it turned into like a fucking Pink Floyd show. Excuse my language. Whoops. Sorry. As I said, I was a little fired up over this work thing. But yeah, it's like a Pink Floyd show right here. I'm waiting for the lasers to start.
Treated me kind, sweet destiny. Desperation to the one that was waiting for me. It took so long, still I believed somehow the one that I needed would find me before.
Okay, so such a strong voice that she's just roaming on the stage. I noticed that. I'm not sure how the critics would say it, but she obviously has just incredible control, right? And let's change gears and get back to Miss Fabian. And I do like when they're in English. Now, it doesn't matter. I actually get more out of it. The one song that was in this concert about, let's say, the struggles that a certain community has dealing with life. That was probably more powerful outside of English than it was with English. So, I mean, and if I remember correctly, even picked up that it was kind of we want something we can't have feeling she was projecting. And I love that. But to be fair, just walking across the stage, belting it out, boy, this is amazing.
Me through desperation to the one that was was waiting for me. It took so long. Still, I believed somehow the one that I needed would find me eventually. I had a vision of love, and it was all that you'd given to me. Right through the nights, felt so alone, suffered from alienation, carrying the weight on my own, had to be strong, so believed, and now I know I've succeeded in finding the place I can suit. I had a vision of love, and it was all that you've given to me. I had a vision of love, and it was all that you've given me. I realized the dream, and I visualized the love that came to me. Feel so alive, I'm so thankful that I've received the answer that heaven has sent down to me. You treat me kind, so we can stand in all what you do. I'll be eternally grateful, holding so close. Race through the nights, race through the night, suffering forever, hoping the one that I needed would run for me eventually. I had a vision of love, and it was all that you've given to me. I had a vision of love, and it was all that you turned out to be.
Come on. Okay, wow. No, for real. So I think my point is valid. Now, I don't know if really all my opinions are for entertainment. But boy, it's just casual but belting it out. And you see other entertainers trying to sing some of these it's not as I don't know. I mean, it's just something else. Something else. Even without the laser light show, old Rollen is pretty impressed.
Je le sens, je le sais, quand t'as mal à l'autre bout de la terre, quand tu pleures pendant des heures sur mon cœur, je pourrais hurler, le jurer, si je ne vois rien, d'où je suis, je sens ton chagrin. Quand je me vois sans tes mains et sans tes bras, je ne peux plus respirer. J'entends si souvent le chant du vent qui vient pour me ramener vers tes landes. Sous ton ciel d'Irlande, quitter ma vie, centrer la vie, je le ferai. Si tu m'aimes, que j'écris sans arrêt sur les écrans de ma vie. J'espère que chacune des horreurs que je vois me mènera à ton corps. Je quitterai tout si tu meurs. Je sais que je ne me trompe pas, que quelque part loin là-bas, tu penses encore à moi. Tu m'as gardé dans tes bras, une place n'est bas. Dis-le-moi tout bas, que tu m'aimes, ouais, que tu m'aimes. Je le sens, tu penses encore à moi. Je le sais, tu m'as gardé dans tes bras. Dis-le-moi. Que tu
Presence. Stage presence. Now there's this look. She looked in the camera for a second, gave it up. That's awesome. I love catching that. Otherwise, pure focus, looking at her. So whether it's playful with the musicians, serious and resolved, stone cold resolve, portraying that, the happiness, the baby Lara, it doesn't matter. It's like she's a chameleon, and whatever the feelings is, she channels that feeling right through everything. And then for everybody out there who's just the voice, I mean, boy, it's more than that, isn't it? I think so. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure how to put it in a Hallmark moment, but I'm positive she owns this stage every time she's on it. Now I am preaching to the choir right now. I'm thinking that was safe to say. All right. So, but whoever said that the best, they're right.
À l'heure où le Serengeti, si l'on doit y croire, était un paradis terrestre, lorsque la saison était vraiment très mauvaise, les hommes prenaient leurs bagages et partaient avec leur famille. Aujourd'hui, sur la planète, on ne peut pas dire que la saison soit vraiment excellente. Alors peut-être devrions-nous prendre exemple sur ces peuplades anciennes, plier nos bagages et partir plus loin.
ton ciel. Plier tous tes bagages, partir avec les tiens, entreprendre un voyage qui te mènera plus loin. Ne te retourne pas, mon visage sera toi. Et poussé par tous les vents,
Rollen is a sucker for backup singers. I'm just going to say that right now. Yeah, it seems effortless. I don't know. It seems like one of those things I've left out of the whole ordeal. I was so bent out of shape about how incredible certain aspects of the artist was that I never really, and if I did, I think it's been a while. But it's also effortless. Like it seems like there's no struggle, but some of the biggest sounds I hear coming out of her face. It's amazing. And I mean that. I just think that's pretty cool. I would just have to point out that that's an incredibly convenient cut for old Rollen. Just saying, to be fair, I mean, it exists, even though I would like to get a handle on it. I'm, I'm sucker for a skirt. Woo. Fantastic. For real. Sure. I guess I'm just grateful Miss Fabian made it into my heart. There is blockage in many other places, and I just can't. It just doesn't work. But I admit, I probably because of the audience participation on forgive me. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. This is I don't want to take a shot at it. I'll get it wrong. It's one of the first videos most people ask reactors to look at. And I admit, I was sold. I was very impressed with the audience participation, the love that was shared from the audience to the stage. It just was incredible. And I think that sold me. And then, being a reactor, you get asked to come back, and you come back, and it worked. It worked out. Miss Fabian is, and as I clarified in the video that went south on me over on Patreon, is just Lara. I'm bad at that, right? I keep thinking I get her name wrong all the time. That's why I go with it. It's just out of respect. I'm really bad with names. And As much as that commenter thought, you're sold, you're in love with her. No, not really. I barely love myself. I for sure love my pets and Angie and my dad and my brother. But outside of that, I mean, maybe care. But love is way too powerful of an emotion to share with someone you don't actually know. Uh, Care, respect, right? Those are actually more appropriate terms. Um, I think we toss that love around a little too loosely. My personal opinion only. Now, if you just can't get over the fact that you love Miss Fabian with all your heart, I mean no disparaging comments by any of this. This is more of a personal thing because I don't want to exploit a fan base. I believe we've done this a few times and I have very little to ask, so I'm going to keep it that way. But I had to vent a few things to make sure you understand that sometimes I don't feel worthy being here. I understand heavy music where I can reflect upon feelings and anger. That doesn't really come up here. So, to be fair, sometimes I feel like I'm doing you wrong. But because I get quite a bit of love out there, thank you. We'll keep going. So, like I said, we're not fishing for anything. I've got enough bait. I've had enough catch. I can feed the family. Another man taught me to fish. He didn't give me a fish. So I'm not actually looking for praise or anything. I just want y'all to know that sometimes I feel guilty because I don't want to exploit a single fan base, and sometimes I feel like I'm not really worthy of your respect and admiration for Miss Fabian. That's all. Hopefully, it's not the end of the world and we'll all get over it and we don't have to spend a bunch of time telling me how I'm fine. I'm going to keep going. Just every now and then I thought I would share so you understand where I'm coming from. Live at Molson Center, as we were saying earlier, probably a different name now, but it's fun, and we're going to be back for more, and I will do my best not to make it as long as the last time. No promises, but we'll do our best. So we'll see you on the next one, hopefully.